Hi guys, welcome back to Game Muscle Videos. Today we're jumping in and checking out the latest update to Live for Speed, bringing Live for Speed to version 6Q. Now this update was rolled out a week or so ago in beta, but has now been added to the game as the basically what the build that's in the game now that everyone can use, so it's no longer in beta. And what the update brings are fully functional 3D mirrors. So like real car mirrors, when you move your head, so does the view on the mirror. And this would seem like a sort of small change and something that's not that important, but actually what it does is it massively improves the functionality of a car mirror, because if you've got mirrors that operate like little LCD screens as found in Assetto Corsa and most driving games, they only display one very defined fixed view from behind. But when you can move your head around, it actually increases the visibility that you have of what's going on behind you. Added to that, these mirrors actually work in stereo as well, so you're not only getting an increase in visibility, but they're also full 3D. So say someone's riding on the back of your wheel, you get a very good intuitive sense as to how far away they are from your car. Whereas in 2D, again, it can be a little bit awkward to work out how close people are. But that's one of the things with VR, is the 3D is superb in it. It really gives you that immediate sense of am I going to cripple that person in front of me by driving into them, or do I have a little bit of space? Now what's nice as well is that the Live for Speed developer has added head tracking to the car player model. So when you move your head, though it is clipping through the side of the cockpit, I can actually see my head moving in game, or my helmet, and that's me moving around in the game, which would seem like a gimmicky thing, but it sort of puts you into the world again. It gives you a sort of avatar in that game world, and it has a similar effect to when you use hand controllers with the HTC Vive, for example, and you move your hand in front of you and it's connected to your movements. It places you in the world, and it's such a small thing, but it's really, really effective. Though, as I say, I could stick my head through the cockpit. Bit painful, but you know, a lot of Formula drivers go through a lot of training to be able to do that at the Jedi Formula Academy. Now, I don't know if the head movements are synchronised online. I know when you're not playing in VR and you've got stuff like looking left and right, that's synchronised. I'm not sure if my floating helmet is synchronised online, but it'd be interesting to see. It'd be quite nice having other people see that you are indeed in VR and you do indeed have full 3D head movement. Now I think this session is about to go to race now. I've literally just jumped into a public server to see what it'd be like. This is the FBM's demo content. I do have the full game, but at this time of day, most people in Live for Speed are just cruising around on the cruising servers. So this was the most populated race server I could find. So 30 seconds left, and we're about to go into a race. And that's really cool, actually. If you are sort of on the fence for driving simulators and you've got a VR headset, you want to give one a go, Live for Speed is a really good game to just get, because the demo includes this FBM car, some of the other cars, and you could do online racing with the demo. So you could just get straight into it and start driving and see what it does for you. And the VR implementation in Live for Speed is really slick. Another awesome advantage with Live for Speed in VR is that Live for Speed is quite an old game now, but as a result, it's not particularly demanding graphically. So if you've got a slower system and you wanted to experience VR driving, again, Live for Speed is a really good fit for that. So we go into T1 here. This is BLGP. This is a classic track. I've been driving this track. Whoa! Bit of a lag spike there. Looked like the car's flipping out, but it's alright. Schrodinger's corner there. Whoa, the red car and the white car coming together, splitting apart. Now we can see in our rearview mirror there. See, we can see what this does actually. And as I said earlier, with the moving your head in a 3D, we not only get the depth there, but I can also see move my head to sort of remove or reduce the blind spot. Oh no, the green car, that white car in front have come into contact. Animal safety car. Doesn't seem like a very safe car to me. Whoa, a bit of slip. We've had a bit of a tap from behind. I'm making full use of the mirrors here. Oh dear. Yeah, so BLGP, I've been driving this track since, I don't know, when this first came out, 2007. Used to be with the FBM car. The Fox car, sorry. This is the FBM. And then when they did the demo, everyone started using this FBM car. Which is a shame because the Fox car, though I think slower, is more raw in a way in how it handles and drives. But there you go. Feels like I've come back home in some ways to go back to this. This used to be one of my favourite simulators to just jump in online with. And I still think it's quite surprising that in terms of basic features, in terms of jump-in multiplayer, Live for Speed still has better features than a lot of the other simulators. In terms of you can click on people's names to share setups immediately in multiplayer. It's got really slick voting system for voting a restart race and what have you, and getting people kicked that might be crashes. Just a really well polished and engineered simulator. Also, the force feedback's quite nice and communicative and direct. So back in the day when I first played this, it was with a Momo Black steering wheel, which is an absolutely terrible force feedback steering wheel, which I don't think you can even buy them anymore. But Live for Speed was one of the few simulators, always had an accident, was one of the few simulators that actually outputted a sort of consistent, strong force feedback that worked well with that steering wheel. So again, if you've got a really budget wheel and an older rig, Live for Speed is a really good sim to just give a go and see if you like it. You've got to lift the accelerator. Okay, him trying to sneak one up the inside. You've got to lift the accelerator up in this car to upshift, so I have to remember that. Whoa! A bit wide, there's a bit of tyre there. He's upside down. You can just see him in the mirror. You can hit cones and tyres in this and they will go on the track and they will cause damage to your car, or at worst, or not at worst, but if you're lucky they'll just like knock you out of the way. But you have to be careful that you don't drive into them. I think it's only a 4-lap sprint race. That's another thing that Live for Speed is really good for, is if you can do more serious racing in it, and people do run leagues and events and what have you, but if you just want to do quick, super quick jump in sprint racing, that is accommodated even in the demo version of the game. There we go. Try and get a little bit better at this. It's all coming back. Oh, I don't think we're going to win any awards with the driving here. We're going to come 4th, it looks like. I think we're just coming onto the last lap down the start-finish line straight. As we always say, VR, it's just a magnifier for what driving simulators offer in terms of magnifying things like the visuals of the track camber, the sense of speed, the awareness. Just absolutely awesome. Taking the sights. We've got these big wind farm aerofoils over there, and if the weather's set to windy in the game, they'll actually rotate faster, so you know if you need to approach your line different because it's a windy day. Oh, that was so slow, I almost fell asleep mid-corner there. I think with this car, the key is to really sort of, you've got to really carry speed through the corner. As always, you've got to be smooth. But this isn't the most powerful of vehicles. It's not really about balancing the car on the accelerator. It's more just about carrying the speed through and getting the most out of the tyres before you start to slip too much. There we go. Click the curb down, all right. And we're coming up to the start-finish line. Congratulations, we get we don't even get bronze. We finished in 5th. Absolute disaster. But that gives you an insight to Live for Speed now with the latest update. Works exactly as it did before, but just with the enhanced beauty of fully functional 3D mirrors. The only other simulator at this point in time with fully functional 3D mirrors is, of course, iRacing. So that's your choice. If 3D mirrors were make or break for you, there's your choice: Live for Speed and iRacing. But I hope this video has been informative and lets you know about the new update for Live Speed. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to click the like button. Follow us on on Twitch, which is in the video description, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel. I will see you in the next video we do. Until then, goodbye. First built in 1969 and then upgraded with its trademark alien grip strips 30 years later in 1999, the Paul Ricard track has become one of the most popular test venues, host to multiple Formula 1 Grand Prix, and more recently the European Le Mans Series.